the recording here. Okay, it's recording. And so, yeah. Hi, Luke.
How's it going, Chris?
Very good. So this is the first time for me I'm doing a remote interview. So this is like a totally new experience for me and our viewers. But I think it's kind of cool, and I recognize the area behind you. That looks very familiar. Where are you
Yeah,
right now?
I'm out in Quartzsite right now.
Yeah, I know Quartzsite very well. And the reason why I wanted to do this with you is I found your YouTube channel and saw your built out bus. And I thought that's exactly the kind of vehicle that we like to feature on the channel. And there it is.
It certainly gets a lot of attention.
Yes, one thing that's absolutely striking is obviously the paint job, the mural. Did you do all that yourself?
I did. I started that about 3 months ago. I'm still not quite finished yet. I've gotten to be a little bit lazy lately, just because it's very time consuming. So right now, I think it's at a point to where I'm okay with it, so I can be all right with this paint job for right now. But in time, when I get around to it, I'm gonna finish it.
I think it looks fabulous already. So definitely keep going and finish it.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the bus. What kind of bus is? I see it's a short bus, but maybe you have some more specs and how you
Yeah.
found it and the engine and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's actually a Ford E450 7.3 liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. And I actually acquired it in Chicago. I'm originally from Michigan. I've been traveling in it now for 2 years. This is my second bus, actually. I got ripped off the first time by a preacher, to be honest. A church sold me the first bus, had a bad transmission, and it just didn't work out too well. It broke down on me about 20 minutes down the road when I took off, and I paid for it. And they didn't return my phone calls. Well, fortunately, this bus here came to me on Facebook just a few days after I bought the first bus, so it worked out pretty well. And I drove down to Chicago, and the guy sold it to me for $1,000. So I got a really good deal on it.
That's amazing. $1,000. So was he a friend or?
No, well, to be honest, he had it listed for 6,000, but I told him about the story of the preacher that sold me the bus, and how he ripped me off, and he felt bad, so he dropped the price down to $1,000 for me.
Oh, that's amazing. What a
Yeah.
story. So you said you're from Michigan, and what made you think of becoming a nomad?
Well, to be honest, I've always wanted to go to California for years. The California, I've always felt like I've been drawn there for some reason. So originally my plan was to get a job in California and just move out there. But it ended up not working out that way. I ended up doing a little bit of research because it was hard for me to find a job first and then move out there. So I figured what I could do is maybe get an RV. I could travel out there, live in the RV for a little bit until I found a job. And then when I obtained the job, I can get an apartment and kind of work from there. But it didn't work out that way. I ended up getting the bus. And just because of the fact that I was researching other alternative lifestyles, van life ended up popping up. And it looked really interesting. So now I'm living the bus life. And to be honest, I'm kind of hooked.
That's awesome. And you said you're also like right now self-employed, so you do work on the computer over the internet?
Yeah, I acquired a degree in web design previously, just right before I left, to be honest. I acquired my degree right before I left, and that works out really well because that's one of the best jobs you can have for a digital nomad. So I have multiple web design clients that I work with from time to time, and it works great because I can just travel and go wherever I need to go. All I need is a laptop and an internet connection.
Perfect, perfect. So let's take a closer look at the bus. Maybe show us a few details. I see that big door there. There was probably a wheelchair lift there
Yeah,
once.
I'll turn the camera around real quick. All right, yeah, so this, it was originally for handicap usage. And I think it works out great for what I need it for because I have my bed right in the back there. So I can park on like edges of cliffs and I can get great oceanfront views while I'm just laying right in my bed. So I love it.
Did you take that out yourself?
No, actually the bus was partially built out when I bought it. So it already had the solar on the top And the inside, the bed frame was already made. I mean, it was maybe a third of the way completed when I bought it, and then I finished the rest.
Yeah, perfect. I also see the AC unit there. Did the previous owner put that in too?
No, I put that in. My solar just doesn't have quite enough power to run it, though.
Yeah, so you probably would need a generator to run that thing.
Yeah, yep. So underneath my bed here is actually where my solar batteries are contained. I have my battery bank back here. I don't know if you can see it very well because of the lighting, but I have 3 100 amp hour marine deep cycle batteries. The wiring is a little bit of a mess, so I have to clean that up when I get the time, but that's kind of what I got going on there. And then I just have storage for tools and my jacks. Then I have my inverter right there as well that I use that's connected to my solar and then powers everything in the bus.
Perfect. How much solar do you have?
I have 8 100-watt panels up on the roof. I mean, I don't exactly get the full 800 watts.
Yeah.
But I get enough to where it runs everything in my bus. My refrigerator is the main thing that sucks most of the power. So at nighttime, my refrigerator consumes a lot of power. So I can't
Yeah.
really charge laptops or my phones at nighttime because it consumes so much power. But during the daytime, like right now, I can run everything with no problems.
And you said that was installed by the previous owner?
Yep. I mean,
Is that
I made some modifications. I bought new batteries, got a different inverter, and rewired some things. But yeah.
Do you have a connection to the alternator so that when you're driving, you're also charging?
I do, yeah, yep. So that's
That's
pretty helpful as well. So when I'm driving, yeah, I have a button that I hit, and then the alternator will charge the solar batteries as well. Yep.
yeah. Well, the murals are just amazing. I love that color scheme.
Yeah, yeah. It turned out pretty well. I'm actually quite surprised because I'm not really an artist. This was the first time I've painted since probably high school.
Wow.
I mean, I was hoping it would turn out a little bit more realistic, but it turned out a little more cartoony-ish looking, I suppose you could say. But you know, that's my work. I'm proud of it, I guess. You know. Then down here at the bottom, I have a propane tank that I use specifically for cooking. And sometimes I'll use it if it gets chilly out at nighttime or in the morning. I'll just turn my stove on, you know, and keep my stove on to warm it up inside the bus. But it's a
Yeah.
pretty large tank. It'll supply me with propane for at least 6 months, I would say.
Oh, nice.
You want to go inside, take a look now?
Yes, definitely. Let's take a look inside.
All right. So I have my drinking water that I have here on the steps. They're kind of like my backup water because I do have a 25-gallon water
Look at
container
that.
underneath my bed.
It's definitely a little home on wheels.
Yeah. Yep. And then right here I have my bathroom that I can just slide open here. I don't have a shower yet, but I have a standard RV toilet that I put in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing special. My bus, to be honest, it's not completed yet. It's kind of a work in progress. Specifically, the bathroom is unfinished, so I got to get some work done on that. But I mean, for right now, it does what I need it to do.
So this is actually a shower stall, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could definitely attach a shower head up top and use it as a shower stall. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here, I have my cooking area / sink. So I have a 4-burner stove here and a fully functional oven. And I actually just painted the top of this not too long ago. It's actually chipping a little bit because I thought maybe a copper color would look a little bit better to go along with the wood paneling that I placed up on the side there.
It has a nice rustic feel to it. So is the stove, is that from an RV?
Yeah, that's an RV stove as well. It's pretty old. I'm assuming it's got to be from maybe the 70s or something, but it
Yeah.
works pretty well, so I'm not really complaining.
And the oven works so you can make a pizza and stuff like that.
Yeah, yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, they deck out their Skoolies pretty well. You know, they go all out and spend thousands of dollars on, awesome countertops and vibrant looking sinks. I mean, my bus isn't, it's not crazy. It's not, I'm trying to think of the word.
It's functional. And oh, I see you're a musician too. You have a guitar there. And a
Yeah,
little
yeah, I am a
amp.
musician. Yep. Yeah. It's a good way to pass the time when you're on the road. You know, it's a great, that's one good thing about living the bus life or just a nomadic lifestyle in general is that you have more time to focus on yourself and hobbies. Yeah, so I have just a little mini combo amp up here for my electric guitar, which I have in my case right here next to the refrigerator. That's actually what keeps my refrigerator from not falling out when I take,
Okay.
when I take curves around, on the road.
Nice.
So I got lucky there. It actually, when I bought the bus, the previous owner installed his own fridge, but it's an older fridge. It worked on propane and electric, so you could swap it between the two.
Yeah.
It stopped working a while back, so I had to replace it. So I ended up going with this one, and then I couldn't figure out how to strap it in there to make it so it wouldn't fall out. But luckily, my guitar case was just the right width, so I shoved it in there, and it worked out pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't go too fast around the corner.
Right. Yeah.
You even have a Christmas tree. Look at that.
I do. Yeah, I got a Christmas. No presents yet. I don't have any presents underneath there, but I do have a tree. The wood paneling in the back as well. I have a shelf up there. You can't see it very well because it's covered with Christmas decorations. But I do have a shelf that I built up there not too long ago, and I use these piping fixtures that I mounted there to hold up the shelf. I think it turned out pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a nice touch with those pipe pieces, and it's got this rustic feel that I definitely like that. Is that reclaimed wood?
Yeah, yep.
Nice. And then you have a little kind of dinette seating area.
Yeah, this actually converts to a full couch. I can take that table out, and then I can convert it to a full couch.
Oh, that's clever.
Yep. And then I like the idea because these are actually ottomans, so you can actually store stuff in them. I can just open this up here, and then I can store all my stuff in there, which makes it really convenient.
Totally. And but this sofa, was this from an RV too, or was this like?
These are actually 3 separate ottomans that I purchased online. Can't remember the place where I bought them from, but they had a sale on them, and I seen them, and I thought they'd be perfect for the bus. So I just bought 3 of them, and I put them all together, and then I just kind of nailed them down to the floor.
That's absolutely perfect. I mean, it looks like almost designed that way.
Right. Yep.
Cool. And then you got a bed, a queen size.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a queen size bed. It's a little bit too big for me, but it works.
Yeah,
I like the extra room.
You can sleep sideways, and that
Yeah.
way you
Yep, I can sleep anywhere I
maximize the
want.
space, and you have storage above.
Yep, yeah, plenty of storage above. I have a hand drum back there. I have a spare tire. I actually got a bunch of wood planks way in the back because I plan on putting more of them up front, right here above the driver's area. I want to fill all that with wood planks as well. And then up top here, I have food storage. I have a total of 8 bins, 4 in the front, 4 in the back.
Very, very nice. And then I think you have also like an escape hatch.
I do, yes. I love the escape hatch. I use it on a daily basis. It's fantastic.
Yeah, can you actually climb out there?
Yeah, I actually have a stool that I pull out, and then I can just hop on the stool.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so you can actually enjoy the view from up there.
Yeah, I usually eat my breakfast and my dinner up here on the roof.
Oh, that's awesome.
And as you can see the panels there, I got 3 of them here and towards the back. And then I got 4 more. They're a little dirty at the moment. I'm going to have to clean them up.
Yeah. Well, that's really a nice bonus that you got those already installed basically for free, and you got such a good deal on the bus. You were really lucky there.
Yeah, a lot of the hard work was already done for me, so I'm thankful for that.
So what are your plans for the future?
That's what's interesting about my lifestyle, I suppose, because I really don't have any plans. I just kind of go where the wind takes me. So.
That's perfect. Yeah, now you actually found something that can support this lifestyle with the vet design, and you just make it work. And it's fairly inexpensive to live on the road like that, right?
It is, and that's what's great about it. Yeah, the only thing that really is a hassle is maintenance and breakdowns. But other than that, everything's fantastic.
Yeah, that's something that we also realized. You need to save for unexpected breakdowns.
Most definitely, yeah. That's one thing that I made sure that I had before I left Michigan was a savings. It's not a wise decision to go out and live this lifestyle if you don't have a savings established.
Yeah, very good. Anything else? Yeah, tell us about your YouTube channel. I will also put your link in the description below.
Yeah, so my name is Luke, aka the Digital Nomad Guy. That's what I'm known for on the internet. So if anybody wants to look me up, they can just search the Digital Nomad guy. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and the YouTube channel was kind of a hobby, I suppose you could say. I'm not too far into it at this point. I haven't been doing it that long, but it's fun to do, and I like capturing my travels because it's I can look back on it when I'm older, you know, and it's kind of good to have rather than just photos. I mean, having actual videos that show your travels, it's just really something. It's cool to have that, you know.
Yeah, I really enjoyed your videos there. You have a very cool sense of humor, and I also
Yeah.
like the drone footage and stuff, and the places you've been to. So, well, thank you so much for giving us the remote interview. That's a first, but
Yeah.
I think that worked out, and we will hope to see you in person at some point in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Particularly,
see how this video turns out, actually. So,
thank you. Until then, bye.
safe travels.